Hey yo, we about to have fun in the kitchen cooking chicken with the real one. Her name Enisha, she's gonna teach ya. Matter of fact, I wonder she can make a pizza. I don't know what she on, but ain't no Papa John. The way she cooking made me think her name was Mama John. My baby ain't your mama because she's sweet as syrup. They call her Sugar Plum and she can make your mama burn.
Sugar Plum's Kitchen. Healthy food to get you in my mood. Sugar Plum's Kitchen.
Sugar Plum's in the house and she teaching you how to cook all sorts of things from the comfort of your couch. So put up your recipe book and take a look at a pro with her own show, trying to get your tongue hooked. That's right, your taste buds gonna ring. They may even sing when they think the flavor that she bring. The zesty thing on your rain pie, lemon meringue. Once you taste the things, you'll never be the same. That's all you wanna talk about, but don't talk with food in your mouth, cause I know what you're talking about. I get on meals every week when I'm at the house. Only thing I can't figure out is how to walk it out. No more carry out, calling, delivery. Pizza Hut and Mr. Hibachi is gonna miss me. Now you know where your flavor come from. You gotta testify the Sugar Plum's the one.
Hello guys, welcome to Sugar Plum's Kitchen. Sugar Plum's Kitchen, second episode, number 2. And I am Sugar Plum, better known as Enisha to some of you. But today we're going to cook an awesome meal. Today we're cooking filet mignon along with potatoes with a little sour cream and some chives on top. It's going to be really, really good. And one of my specialties, seafood salad. It's going to be a real, real good treat for you guys. So stay tuned and let's get ready to cook. Okay guys, what we're going to do, we're going to first start off with our seafood salad. So what I would like to recommend to you guys for your seafood salad, of course, you know, you can go to your supermarket, get any, pretty much any pasta that you would like to use, but I would like to use small pastas for this. When it comes to seafood salads and pasta salads, I would like to use a little small one. So with this one, I'm using the Radiator pasta, okay? So this is what we're going to use. We already have our water on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a little over medium heat. I'm going to go ahead and dump our noodles in. Put it in there. I have a pretty big family, and besides, we really like seafood salad, okay? So after we have our noodles in, we're going to go ahead and drizzle some olive oil in there to kind of help it keep it from sticking. I'm going to go ahead and put a little salt in, because this is the only time that you'll be able to salt in your noodles, your pasta. Because after this, the salt is just basically going to stick, and it's not going to really dissolve into the noodles, okay? So this is the time that you want to go ahead and dissolve your salt in, so that way your noodles won't be as bland, okay? Now most people like to wait, until the water starts to boil. You can do that too. Me personally, I like to go ahead and put it in and just let it do what it do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let that sit, let the salt dissolve into it, and let it, get rolling. Also, for our seafood salad, we're going to have some shrimp. Ooh, big shrimp. I really like to get the colossal shrimp that has like the 16 or 22 count. You can get that from your local seafood market. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and throw our shrimp in. Going to go ahead and heat up our pan. There goes the parquet butter again. Really, really good. And instead of using olive oil, this time I'm going to spray a little butter just to kind of oil the pan a little. And the shrimp is going to actually draw its own water. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and let that get a little hot. We have our salt here. Let's grab our pepper for our shrimp. With the seafood, with shrimp is very, very absorbent. So I don't like to put too much seasoning on the shrimp when it comes to a salad, because the actual, ingredients that we're going to add in later on is what's really going to give it its flavor. Kind of tongue twisted, girls. But anyway, all right, our pan is getting hot. As you can see with the butter, it doesn't take long. I'm going to go ahead and throw our shrimp in. Okay? Throw our shrimp in there. Go ahead. Go ahead and salt it a little. Put a little pepper on it. And the key to cooking shrimp is not to overcook it. And especially when you get the shrimp that are in the packs that says, you know, it's already cooked and it's already peeled and, you know, deveined. With these shrimp, you basically have to just heat it up. But with me, I don't like it to be too, you know, tenderish, because I really, in my mind, I'm thinking it's still raw. So I like to heat it up a little bit, but heat it up to the point where it's not over, you know, done, where it's not really tough. So you're just going to go ahead and stir this around. Make sure the salt and pepper is coated on all of the shrimp. And this is going to be really, really good. So this isn't going to take that long. So let's go ahead and kick our noodles up a notch. Make sure it's there. Let's go ahead and stir that as well. Now this seafood salad is a great dish to cook, you know, when guests come over. I guarantee you, you're going to love it, okay? All right, so while that's going, we're going to go back over to our cutting table and go ahead and get our filet mignon, okay? Here's a good look at it. Now, guys and ladies, I actually got this from Walmart in their meat department. And as you can see, the bacon is already on it. It's already vacuum sealed and everything, okay? So basically what we're going to have to do is basically take it out, season it, put it in the pan. Okay. And that's that vacuum seal. That's how you know it's fresh. Really, really good. Alright. And actually, what I think I'm going to do before I go ahead and start seasoning is let's walk over and let's get our pan oiled up. Turn it on medium heat. Go ahead and let's drizzle our olive oil in. Make sure that's getting good and hot over here. And let's go ahead and finish taking out our filet mignon. Okay. Let's basically take it out. And filet mignon is a pretty much good grade of beef. Good steak. It's going to be really, really tender. Okay. It's going to be really, really good. So, stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get these out. And then we'll go back to seasoning. Okay, now we have all of our steaks on a platter. We're getting ready to season them. The season that we're going to use today is Weber Chicago steak. Chicago steak is a good seasoning that I really like to use on steak, simply because it brings out the flavor. It's not as salty. I know a lot of times you can buy some steak seasonings and it's just too salty, but the Weber seasoning is really good. At least the Chicago version is that I know of. The Montreal steak is pretty good too. That seasoning is good, but I really like the Chicago steak. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and dash it. And what you really want to do is just evenly coat it. Make sure you get that flavor on there, okay? I'm going to flip them over. Alright, guys. Newlyweds, this is a really good dish for you guys to cook for your mate. Because, I mean, what's better than a newlywed dish but steak and potatoes? You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to add a little seafood in there, too. So, it's going to be really good. This is a nice, impressive dish. So you stick with sugar plum, you're not going to go hungry. Let me give you guys a little bit of history on where the name sugar plum actually comes from. Now, my grandmother, my lovely grandmother, Miss Corrine Fogel, has a knack for giving all her grandkids and everybody in the family a new name. My name was Sugar Plum. That's the name that she gave me. Growing up, I always wondered, why did she always call me Sugar Plum? Go to the family reunion. Yeah, that's Sugar Plum right there. So I said, well, Grandma, who is Sugar Plum? Come to find out, Sugar Plum is my great-great-grandmother's sister. So, which make her my great-great-aunt. So she had, they say I resemble her, but she had a knack for being in the kitchen. They say she moved very slow, but when she got finished cooking, it was going to be good. You'll bite your finger off. And they also say I carry myself around like her, cross my legs like her when I sit down and everything like that. But That's where the name Sugar Plum comes from. And lo and behold, I have a knack for cooking too. So here we go. So all right, our shrimps are already cooking. It's looking really, really good. Make sure if you had your tap on high, make sure you go ahead and put it on low, okay? So now we're going to go ahead. We've already heated our pan with our olive oil. Let's put that down on low. Let's go ahead and get our filet mignons in. And that way our bottoms can get a little seared. Get a little charred look onto it. And the big mistake about cooking steak, a lot of people cook it way too fast. Steak is a luxury. Cook it slow. That way, it'll be cooked thoroughly. For those of you who like it medium well, it'll be cooked thoroughly. And then you can be, sure that your meat will be nice and tender and not tough. So that's the aim that we're aiming for today, okay? That's the goal that we're aiming for. All right, so let's go ahead and let's remove our shrimp from the stove. All right, there you have it. You see it? And it's still nice and plump, but not overcooked. Lightly seasoned, because what we're going to actually put on it is going to be what's going to give it its flavor, okay? All righty. Let's get an extra container. Well, that's too small. All right. Here we go. Had it here the whole time. Let's go ahead. And all those juices in there from that butter, leave all of that in there. That's going to be kind of good, what we're going to use too for our seafood salad. Okay? Our noodles are still boiling, so we're going to go ahead and just sit this aside until our noodles are really, really soft and tender to the touch. I'm going to go ahead and stir it. Even though we put our olive oil in it, we still want to make sure we stir. And as you can see, I can stir real easy, because the olive oil helps it from sticking to the pot. Even though I have it, kind of a medium-high heat, but still yet the pasta isn't sticking. So make sure you get that olive oil or vegetable oil to kind of make sure that the noodles aren't stuck. Okay? I'm going to kick up the heat on our filet mignon. Let's go there. So now, what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and start our vegetables. This is what we're going to have with our filet mignon. We have string beans, snap peas, along with carrots. Someone's like, you always see string beans and with potatoes, but never really string beans with carrots. But you usually see it with sweet peas. But here we go. We're going to go over to our pan, uncover it, turn it on medium heat. Go ahead and drizzle a little olive oil in that pan. Get it coated really well. There you have it. Let's go ahead and get it hot. Go ahead and let's add in our vegetables. Okay? Go ahead, mix them together. That's a pretty color. Orange and greens. Drizzle a little more on top. Alright, let's get our salt and pepper. And by the way, guys, that filet mignon is smelling good. Smelling really good. Alright, put our salt on there. Again, on episode 1, I mentioned about these pepper and salt grinders that I got from Walmart. It's really, really good, okay? So check your seasoning out, and you'll be able to find it. And it'll stand out from all the rest because it has this red adjuster on it here. Okay? Alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of water to that. And that way our vegetables won't stick to the bottoms. For those of you who have a non-stick pan, please use it. I love non-stick pans. It helps out a whole lot, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and cover that. Okay, let's take a look at our fillets. It's gonna be good, folks. It's gonna be good. let's go ahead and stir our noodles, our pasta, our radiator pastas. Stir it really good. And that way we can move on to our seafood salad. But until that's done, folks, we're going to go over and get our onion chopped up for our steak. And the key to not crying when you're cutting an onion is a sharp knife. The reason why you're crying, because if your knife is dull, once you penetrate the skin of the onion, it releases all of its gases and it goes straight to your eye. So I'm going to try my best to get this onion chopped up without crying today, y'all. Just like I said, I am not a culinary perfectionist, okay? I'm just a wife that loves to cook for her family. And they love to eat it. Get that. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead. Cut it like that. All right. I like to slice it out of layers of the onion in that way. Now, another tip to not have your hand smelling like onion is to use plastic gloves for the hand that you're actually going to use the most. So if you want to, hold the knife to kind of help hold the onion while you peel the rest of the excess off, just like so. Okay? Get all of that off. Get all of that off, okay? Scrape that to the side. Alright. Okay. Now the key to this, the dice one, is if you want it to dice it. Wow. So let me use my little sound effect wise. Slicing and dicing onions is to put it down like that. I'll cut it here. And go ahead and dice. Alrighty. Go ahead and chop that up. Alright. And this is for our lovely filet mignon that we're going to have later on. Go ahead and cut up a little bit more onions. And we're going to go ahead. And if you notice, I am not crying, not one bit. Okay? Not crying. And it's a really big onion. And I gotta tell you guys and girls, our gals, watching the Food Network channel is really, really good. And watching Sugar Plum's Kitchen is even better. Okay? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put this over here. Watching Sugar Plum's Kitchen is very, very informative. You can see someone that's just like you, that's cooking some extraordinary meals that you and your family can enjoy. Let's go on over. Our filet mignon is over here singing. So let's go ahead and flip it over. Has a nice brown touch to it. It's going to be really good. Try your best to keep the bacon on it. Because the bacon, what it's actually doing is giving it a lot of flavor and holding all of that tender meat together. It's going to be really good. I'm so excited about this. And the wonderful hubby that God blessed me with, he loves steak. So I know that he's going to really enjoy this meal. Let's check on our vegetables that we have. Okay. Go ahead and stir this up. Alright. Okay. Well, let's look at our pasta here. Okay, our pasta is pretty much done. tack down on the heat a little. And we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy drained, okay? So stay tuned. Okay guys, we've drained our pasta. As you see, I have it in a colander, a drainer. And I'm going to let it stay here for a little bit and let it cool off, okay? Alright, let's go back over. Let's check on our steaks. Move them around a little. And that's going to be really good. And this is actually cooking very well. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and flip it one more time. That way one side won't be cooked more than the other. And as you can see, it's a really juicy steak. All the juices in there is all good. Okay? All that seasoning, all that Chicago steak seasoning is going right into it. Making it very flavorful. Okay? Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and cut our pot on for our pan for our sauteed potatoes. Okay? Spray a little butter. As you know, potatoes have water in them as well, so you don't need too much, okay? Because the potatoes are actually going to draw their own water again. Alright, here are some sliced white potatoes right here. We're going to go ahead and throw them in. Okay? Put them in there. We're going to add our salt and pepper. Our basic ingredients. Salt and pepper goes well with everything. And they actually kind of remind me of a married couple. Saw on a wonderful movie once, if I must say. An actual Christian movie. Juan and I, we like to look at Christian movies. And the name of the movie was Fireproof. And one of the examples that he gave was about salt and pepper. And he had two shakers in his hand. And he would say, you know, marriage is just like salt and pepper. You know, it's a great display of what a marriage couple is. You know, they're used for two different things, yet they're basic ingredients. And they're totally different, but you never see one without the other. So whenever there's salt, there's always pepper, and it goes well together. I just thought that was cute. So to get the full story on the salt and pepper, look at the movie Fireproof. It's very good. Okay? Alright, now what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead. We have some baby bella mushrooms, okay? I'm going to go ahead and see if we can break these mushrooms free from all this saran wrap. We're going to slice them up, okay? And this is actually going to be our topping for our steak along with our onions, okay? And I want to give a nice hello to my mom, Cora Hallman. Hi, Mommy, I love you. And I can cook. Daddy, I know you watching too. He don't believe me, y'all. I'm going to make a believe him out of him yet. But sometimes you have to see it to believe it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and chop up these baby bellas. Here. Alright. And I got to say hello to my other mama, Mama Adams. Belinda Adams, that is. Hey, Mom. Your genes have somehow soaked through me. I'm cooking. Alright. Love you guys so much. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go over and let's check our vegetables. So let's go ahead and turn our filet mignon down too as well. Okay, we have our string beans along with some carrots. And they're simmering down really nice. Smells great. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and move these steaks around. Let's go ahead and stick them again. The main thing we want to prevent is the toughness of the steak, okay? You want to maintain that tenderness. And all of that loose seasoning and All of that on the bottom is going to be really good with sauteing those onions and mushrooms with it, okay? So that's actually what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and throw in our onions and our bell peppers. Not bell peppers, baby bellas. That's what they are. Okay, let's scoop them on here. Get them all in. And then we're going to go back to our seafood salad. Here we go. Alright, let's go on over. And let's dump these all in. Okay, spread them out evenly over there. And let them soak in all those juices. It's going to be so, so good. Okay? Okay. Let that sit. Actually, I'm going to switch tops. Put that over there. Let that simmer. Let's cut this down to half. And let it soak in some more. Shake them around a bit. So at this point, you should have your vegetables on a low heat. Let's go ahead and stir up our potatoes. Get them nice and tender as well. There you go. Make sure everything's on low. Bring our filet mignon down. And let's turn up our potatoes a tad, okay? Alright. Alright, guys. So now, here we have our seafood salad. Have our pasta. It's cooled down quite a bit, which is awesome, okay? We're going to go ahead and move it over into our mixing bowl, okay? Go ahead, throw it all in. We have our shrimp that we cooked earlier. Let's go ahead and pour that in along with those juices that we had out of the pan. Go ahead and dip that on in. And here we have our flaky style imitation crab meat. Here it is. You can find it at your local supermarket, but make sure it's the flaky style. If you want to use the leg style, you can. You can chop it up. You can leave it whole, however you like it. But I like to go ahead and use the flake style, okay? Go ahead, pour that in. Pour it in. And you won't have to worry about it being so thick. Some of you may like it thick to add more texture, but you don't have to worry about that because once you start to stir it up, then it will automatically break up. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to add in our scallions. Here we have it. Have our scallions. Okay. And you can use however much you like to your tasting, to your likings, to fit your taste buds. Put it on in there. Alright, let's go ahead, gather them up. And green onions, the good thing about them, they're onion, but they're not as strong as the regular onions, okay? So that's the good thing about it. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more of this one in there. Okay? Alright. Go ahead and put all that in there. That's going to be really good. Let's go ahead and chop our tomato up. Cut that up. There you have it. Alright. And I like to use the whole tomatoes. I don't like to use the grape tomatoes for this. Simply because you can't really dice them up and they're not as small. But it's really, really good. Alright. Go ahead. Make sure it's cut up really, really good. Okay. So make sure you be able to share the website along with your family and friends so they can have some good meals too. Everybody deserves to eat good. Okay? Don't forget to tune in every Monday right here at www.meaentertainment.com. And if you have any questions about any of the recipes that you've seen featured here, just email us from the site. I'll be more than happy to respond back to your emails. Just make sure you make it to attention to Sugar Plum, okay? Sugar Plum's Kitchen. Let's put all that in here. This is going to be really good. Alright. So now that we have that in there, as you can see, we have our pasta in there. We have our crab meat. We have our shrimp. We have our tomatoes and our scallions, our green onions inside. Okay, so now next ingredient is the very, very important, the most important ingredient in seafood salad. Garlic powder. It's really, really good. This is what adds the flavor to it. Sprinkle a dash. Okay? Then you'll add a little bit of garlic salt, just a tad. Okay? And then you're going to add a little bit of accent, just a dash. And I mean a dash. Right there. Okay? And the mayonnaise. I like to use Kraft mayo. It's upside down. Kraft mayo is what I really, really like to use. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Okay. Going to go ahead. And you want to coat your pasta and all your ingredients really well with this, okay? And I would say add as much as you can the first time, but stir. That way all of the ingredients can get mixed in, all of the garlic powder, all of the garlic salt, the accent, all of that good stuff can be dispersed evenly once you start to stir. This will also give the imitation crab meat time to break up and become evenly dispensed throughout the salad as well. Okay? Now as you can see, we have a good bit of coating of mayonnaise on this. So I think that is pretty good for what we have right now. This is going to be really good. Okay? So now what we're going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of paprika. Okay? Paprika is not for just making things look pretty. It's for seasoning as well. Okay? Going to add a little bit in there. I'm going to stir some more. Okay? Stir, stir, stir. Stir some more. Okay? Stay tuned. We're going to get this evenly dispensed, and we're going to check on our dish over there. We're going to get ready to eat in just a few minutes, folks. Okay, guys, we got our seafood salad mixed up. It's looking really, really good. It looks excellent, and it smells good. It's going to taste really, really good. Let's go on over, and let's see how our steak is looking. As you can see, our potatoes are done. It's not stuck. Our vegetables are done. It's going to be really, really good. And, ooh, look at that. Great. It's going to be excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on a plate. Alright. Let's go ahead. Get one of our steaks on the plate. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and cook my Big Daddy one. Meaning my husband, that is. Laugh out loud. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put our vegetables on it. Okay. Along with our potatoes. And let's move on over to our awesome crab salad. As a matter of fact, let's move some of this over. Make some room for this wonderful appetizer with those huge shrimps in it. Oh my goodness. Good juicy big old shrimp too. Oh, that looks so good. And let's go over here and let's put some toppings onto our steak. Okay. Have our baby bella onions, baby bella mushrooms. I can get my tongue to agree with my mind. I might can get it. But here we have that layered. All right, now let's go ahead and dress our potatoes here. Have a little sour cream. Just a little sour cream on top with a little chives. Hey, let's put a little bit over here too. And here you have it, ladies. You just fixed your husband a $40 plate right here. And if you want, you can add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese right here, okay? This is the good stuff. Put a little bit on top of your salad. Looks very good. Here you have it. Sugar Plum's Kitchen filet mignon with a vegetable blend of green beans and carrots with potatoes and sour cream with chives, and our wonderful seafood salad. All right, folks. I had fun. I'm so hungry. It smells good. I want to eat it right now. My kids are looking at me with drool coming out their mouth. They're hungry. So we going to go eat, y'all. And I hope you all enjoy this meal once you cook it. So again, make sure you tune in every Monday to www.meaentertainment.com. Click on the video section. Go to Sugar Plum's Kitchen in the drop-down box and get a wonderful idea for your meal. For, you know, your husband, your wife, whatever. Make it great, guys. So until we meet again, keep sweet and good eats.